Alright, what's up guys? As you can see, I'm kind of underneath the truck today. Like I said earlier, I forgot to record when I went into Harbor Freight, pick up the jack stands, but nothing special. Alright, so the first thing you need to do the rear disc swap is, of course, you gotta take the wheels off. Second is, you're going to have to drain all the fluid out of the rear diff, because you have to pull the axles out in order to get the back plates off. Let's see, to get everything for the rear disc swap, all I did was go to the junkyard. I found a 04, 05 Tahoe, and I just went ahead and yanked the whole rear end out from underneath of it. That way I can get everything, the back plates, e-brake cables, and that way if anybody I knew that had a Tahoe needed a rear end, I would have one. And this fluid looks like garbage for just I literally changed it out probably, I don't know, 3 months ago. But there has been a lot of burnouts and hard launches. If this wind could blow on, that'd be great. That way I could just set the pan down to catch all fluid instead of having little strings go flying off everywhere. Well, whenever I said I pulled the rear cover off and the fluid looked like shit, what I don't like to see for just changing the fluid out not long ago. Looks like I'm going to be needing a rear end sometime soon. These fucking spider gears are fucking ate up. Probably about 2 years ago, I was involved in a wreck. I was T-boned on the driver's side, on this right here. Whenever I was T-boned, it was a single cab long bed Sierra that hit me. He hit me hard enough that it shifted the rear end over 2 to 3 inches over. It bent the leaf spring packs, shifted all them, so they sourced a rear end from a junkyard. Well, after about 2 years, that's what the spider gears look like. Not happy. Alright guys, so it's a few days later. This is the carrier that came out of my truck. Them things are chewed up. I'm not sure what caused it. When I took everything apart, there was like a little roll pin looking thing in there. At first I thought it was like a bearing, but I'm honestly not sure. You can kind of see where it beat around down there. Can't really see down there too well. But yeah, I'm surprised this thing didn't grenade. But luckily, I still had the rear end from where I snagged all the rear discs. Everything looks the same. It came out before dry, so I would say everything is the same. I just swapped my my ring gear onto it, like I said in the other video. All right, let's get this thing back in and get finished up on this rear disc swap. One thing you really need to keep track of when doing something like this is which shim come out of where and the orientation of it. And your carrier bearing caps have to go back the same spot that you pulled them from. You know, like this one comes from the passenger side of the vehicle, so I got to put it back on the passenger side of the vehicle. Shims there. I need a clean rag. Everything good wipe down. Oh, shit. So here's the passenger side, set that there. Here's the passenger side race. Now in order for me to actually, for this to work the right way, I had to use the races off my original carrier, along with the shims. That way everything would be oriented how it needs to be. That way I won't have any excessive wear on the ring gear or the pinion. Take this race. Wipe it down just to make sure there's no kind of dirt or debris in it. Oh, shit. Let's try. Clean all the bolt threads out. Make sure there's no junk in them. It is a beautiful Tennessee Sunday. Check the backlash. That's about how it was. Alright, so now that we got the rear end back together, got all it back in, I'm going to go grab my torque wrench. Alright, now I got my torque wrench. I'll set to 55 foot-pounds.